The college football experience, Iowa State Cyclones 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. But when you do, use our promo code to get that. That's TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Brock Purdy from Iowa State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Iowa State Cyclone style 2025 season preview episode. Let's go. YouTube.com/the college experiences. We're breaking down all 136 college football teams with a solo episode for each and every team in the land. We started on June 1st. It's August 5th, and we still have a shit ton left. Buckle up, folks. Hit that like and subscribe button, though, and also don't forget about the Nixon tapes, the Pick Dundee Nixon tapes, secret interviews with the head coaches that are just on audio forms, iTunes, Spotify. Get on over there. Check out those as well. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swing It Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Oh, we got clone football going on in what? 16, 17 days, whatever it is.
18 days.
I can't count. Never known from my math.
Carry the one.
All I know is it's coming, baby. What does Schwarzenegger say in Pumping Iron? It's like I'm coming when I'm at home. It's like I'm coming when I'm at the gym. It's great. Check out the documentary Pumping Iron for more great stuff. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience. When the season goes live on the hoops front, we are live every single night of the season, covering every single game, just like we do here for football. Both the college basketball experience and college football experience come together as one. YouTube.com/the college experience. Give it up for Farmer, Stafford. At Austin Peay with the Governors, at South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and at West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
What's up, man? Yes, one of my favorite fan bases in all of the land. Big 12 country, Ames, Iowa, baby. Let's go Cyclones.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
They do have great fans. And look, they have a great head coach who only $5 million a year. Hey, I love that. I love that about Tim, Matt Campbell. That is, they got to the Big 12 championship a year ago, and obviously couldn't get there. They were one win away from the college football playoffs, and he's turning this. I mean, he's already turned it around, but he's turning it around more and more. You saw it last season. I think it was one of the best examples. You also saw this offseason. Brock Purdy signed a contract for $100 bajillion, whatever Biden said, dollars, a lot of money. And I think long term that will probably, that's how you kind of build it. You know what I mean? Like you kind of build it just with that. You look at Texas Tech spending all that money. Cody Campbell was a Mike Leach offensive lineman at Texas Tech, then went out and became a billionaire in his own personal life, and then brings it back into Texas Tech. So you never know where it's going to go, but I can tell you this. Let's start the slideshow, youtube.com/the college experience, because Matt Campbell is a beast. 99-66 in his coaching career. 4-8 in 2022. Now that was the year they were coming off a big season the year prior, that in 21. But 4-8. I think they lost 7 of those 8 games by 1 score. Then 7-6, and then 11-3 last year. Where you at with Coach Campbell? Who I love the fact he's basically taking taking less money. They're gonna have to build this guy a statue. Factor this already, and I know they've had some great coaches. People sleep on how many great coaches have actually like been on staffs. Fucking Pop Warner coached here. Earl Bruce. You could go on and on about. I mean, Jimmy Johnson, Jackie Sherrill. All these guys were on the staff of Johnny Majors back in the day, so they have had some good coaches come through here. But where are you at with Coach Campbell?
The best compliment I can give him is he has turned into the Kirk Ferentz to Iowa, and that's what Matt Campbell has turned into at Iowa State. I mean, I can't believe it's already year 10. 8 out of the last 9 years winning seasons, and the 1 year like the 4-8, that was the gambling scandal season as well. So there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but I mean, what he's been able to do there, Iowa State was in a bad state of mind when he got there in 2016. They formed an identity. They hard-nosed football. They're going to control the line of scrimmage. They're always really, really good defensively. Love Matt Campbell. He's as good as they come in the Big 12. And honestly, he's as good a coach in America. He's just underrated.
He is. And, let's hope he doesn't jump to Cincinnati after the season. I don't want to be the asshole, but if that thing opens up, isn't he from Ohio? But
he was
I think he's there for the long haul at Iowa State. That's why they re-upped him. All right. Build him a statue. Let's go. Let's get it going. Now he is back, and the offense is back. Taylor Mauser, the OC there, 41st in scoring offense a season ago, 39th in pass offense, 70th in rush offense, charting at the 39th best offense in the country. And you got to like that because Rocco Becht, the son of former West Virginia and New York Jet and Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Anthony Becht, is the quarterback there, and 43 touchdowns, 17 interceptions in his time in Ames. And honestly, I think people are sleeping on Iowa State a little bit in these preseason rankings because I can tell you this, Rocco Becht doesn't beat himself much. That's the most impressive thing about it. And it's similar to Brock Purdy when he was there in a way. Not that their games are that similar, but I'm saying like they don't beat themselves too much. Your thoughts on Rocco Becht?
Yeah, you're rubbing it in that he should have been a Mountaineer because his old man was awesome in Morgantown. But yes, Rocco's awesome. He's been very consistent, back-to-back 3,000+ yard seasons, and then 25 touchdowns last year, 23 the year before, single-digit turnovers. He's a great fit for what Iowa State tries to do offensively to complement their really good defense. Yeah,
and they also bring back. This guy had a monster season, redshirt freshman season last year. Carsen, Hansen, 819 yards, 15 touchdowns. He is back as well. And man, if you look at the offense, I know they took the hits of a couple of receivers going to the NFL, but returning 4 of 5 on the offensive line, Burkle at the tight end spot, and Becht and Hansen, who I alluded to. And I heard Matt Campbell talk about this at Big 12 Media Day, where he was saying they have Benjamin Brahmer, the other tight end. They're going to be running like he thinks that's their edge this year is like the receivers. He brought in some receivers, but we don't know if they'll be as good as those ones that left because those are pretty damn good. But the tight ends, he's incredibly high on this season. So their kicker Kyle Conradi is back as well. You got to like it. And the best part about doing the slides with Iowa State is they don't use the portal much. So they did go out to East Carolina, the best university in the history of the world, and grabbed Chase Sowell. He was at Colorado prior. It's funny. I know Dion sent the team packing, but they had Jordan Tyson and Sowell. Those guys have put up big numbers since they left Boulder. Xavier Townsend from UCF, and then Austin Barrett from Indiana, and Derek Jensen from Wisconsin. So Mac, the question is, will the offense be better than 39th this season?
That's a tall task, I think, because you're trying to replace 2 NFL guys that eclipsed over 1,000-yard receiving yards for the year and had 8-9 touchdowns each apiece. So I think they take a little bit of a step back, maybe from an explosive standpoint, but I think they're going to run the ball more. And I think they play through their tight ends more. Iowa State's nice because you feel like you know the team a lot better than some of these other teams because they don't use the portal and they get a lot of returning production. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Rocco Becht now without those 2 elite receivers, though.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see, Townsend and Sowell with those tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously the receivers is not as good, but I still think they're efficient. They're going to be efficient wideouts in this offense. So, yeah, I think the offense, I think it'll be around the same personally. I mean, I think the schedule might be a little bit harder this year though. So maybe slight regression. Now the defensive side of the ball, Joe Heacock doing a hell of a good job there. I think he's been there a minute. 41st in scoring defense, first in the nation in pass defense, 109th in rush defense, charting at the 51st best defense in the country. They return 5 starters from that team a season ago. Nose guard Dominic Orange, Bacon and McLaughlin at the linebacker spots, and Jontez Williams and Jeremiah Cooper in the secondary. Don't forget they brought back punter Tyler Perkins as well. Shout out to Ryan Gordon in the chat saying Dominic Orange is going to command a lot of attention up front. Let's go. They hit the portal, but Brief brought in Cannon Butler, great name, defensive end from Northern Iowa. Also Von Troy Malone, a defensive end from Tulsa, and a defensive end McDonough there from Yale, and corner Trey Bell from Lindenwood. All right, Mac. I think this is one where I expect the rush defense to get better. They're normally not that far back. Yeah. Now I don't think they'll have the top pass defense in the country, but I'll say they're going to improve slightly despite it being a harder schedule. How about you?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked at how bad they were against the run last year. Heacock's been with Campbell ever since Toledo. So yeah, they have a lot of staff continuity going in their favor here. So yeah, they'll bounce back in that category and take a step back in the passing. So I think nationally, what do you think? They'll be easily a top 40 defense once again, I think.
Yeah, I mean the schedule is not easy, but I still think they will improve defensively a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well look, let's talk the state of the program and everything. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the College Football Experience Cyclone Edition is brought to you by us. Yes, we are a part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is back with their 32-team NFL preview series. They're also bringing back the phrase that pays. Yes. Each episode, they'll give out a word of a 32-word phrase. Submit the phrase for a chance to win $1,000 circa future. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long. Giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million in first place. There's no waiver wire. There's no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. Look, an Underdog is also a great place to play Pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So sign up, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 of bonus credits there. So underdogfantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport. I mean, right now all the summer sports going on: CFL, MLB, horse racing, golf, tennis, WNBA. We're all touching that action right now while it's going on, but there's college football futures out there available. There's NFL futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit and get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. But when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply, of course. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back, and shout out to Orange Chicken saying their defense got really hit by injuries last season.
They did.
And Bryce Bailey saying when the Auburn one's right around the corner, and then I think the next week it'll be on. So I forget what exact day, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's around the 10th or something. Somewhere around there, 10th or 11th.
Yeah. We're jamming through episodes here. So look, man, obviously Matt Campbell has really got this program going the right direction. And we mentioned Hansen. They also have Sama. They have two really good running backs. I feel like he's put a good amount of running backs in the NFL in his tenure there. We've seen Purdy. Rocco Becht could be the next. We'll see. But, all that has to do with state of the program and the fans, the stadium, everything, man. And they have a stadium that I love. It's Jack Trice Stadium. It's 50 years young. And I'm giving this a 9 of 10. And you can probably talk me into 10 of 10 when you think about the importance of Jack Trice, man. Jack Trice was I think it's the first stadium named after a black player. I could be wrong about that, but I think going back to our Stadium Heads episodes, I believe that's what it was. And Jack Trice played for Iowa State, I think in the 1920s or late 1918 or something like that. And I think they played Minnesota. And
he had to stay at a different hotel.
Yeah, it was a bunch of horse shit, obviously. And then kind of got cheap shotted, I think, in the game. I think that's the way the story tells it. And he ended up dying of those injuries once he got back to Ames, I think. And they didn't play Minnesota for like 80 years after, I feel like. Something crazy. And I think it's pretty fucking awesome and that they honor Jack Trice. If you go to the stadium, they got that Jack Trice legacy there. Shout out to that. And what a terrible time that must have been back then for him. But the stadium, I think it's cool as shit that they name it after him, so his legacy can live on. And it's a fire stadium. It looks fucking beautiful. Mac, I'm giving this a 9 of 10. You could probably talk me into 10 of 10 because of the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking gorgeous. Your thoughts on this stadium? What are you ranking this?
I give it a 9. I've been to Jack Trice Stadium. Seats about 60,000. I think they upgraded the corners. It used to be like 44, 45. That thing jumps at night, man. When they get a night game, prime time, and they're an underdog, that is a tough place to win at. And then Hilton is right there, Hilton Magic. So this. Dude, they got great fans in Ames. They care. They tailgate. They do it right. If you're in Ames or you're in the state of Iowa, you got to get out to a Cyclone football game.
Yeah, I like these comments by Sage Rosenfels, another quarterback that went off to the NFL, played for, I don't know, the Redskins and I think the Dolphins and a few other teams maybe. But he's basically saying Jack Trice is a special place. And dude, these college football stadiums are incredible. I think a lot of people don't realize the history behind these stadiums and the fact they've been able to preserve these. And a lot of the greats, I know Jack Trice didn't play on this field because it was way back then. But it's still cool as shit to honor him. And God rest his soul, man. But the stadium is fire. The fan base is fantastic, as you alluded to. What are you doing this fall, folks? Get yourself out to a game. I think they're repairing the other side of that thing, by the way. I believe so. It's a shot from the 80s. Look at it back in the 80s, right? So, I mean, they've definitely improved. Look at it way back in the day. They've really got this thing fixed up, man, and doing good. Their fan base is awesome. That guy's definitely done some nose beers and a few shots. All right. And they storm, Mac. They storm because they should, man. Hell yeah, man. They know college sports, man. They know college basketball and college football. You fucking storm when you have a big win. Don't give me this Greg Sankey bullshit. You pay for that with your crazy tuition and your textbooks and all this other nonsense. You have the right to storm the field peacefully, quote unquote.
Was that that might have been when they beat Oklahoma State to prevent?
I think it is. I think it is. But they've done a couple. They've done a couple storms over the years here. So it's a great place, man. So love this place. Look, even if you don't live in Iowa, get yourself out to Ames. You know what's cool is like me and my brother would always pinpoint, and see Nick, we would pinpoint, 2-for-1s essentially of like, if we fly into, you look for a Thursday or Friday game, right? And you would say, okay, well, what's drivable from, so like you could do Iowa and Iowa State. Now, Iowa State doesn't play a shit ton of weekday games, but or how about this? If there's a noon kick and there's a night game, but the problem is you start drinking. Next thing you know, you don't show up to the other. You bought the tickets, but you didn't show up. Been there before too. But
Iowa, they drink. They drink. They like their bush lights there for the farmers.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if you could find it, man, the Big 12 does play some Friday night games. I don't think they're in Ames this year off the top of my head, but I could be wrong. Look at that. That shit's beautiful, man. Yeah. Yormark needs to play more weekday games personally. Yeah. I mean, with having these gigantic conferences, why not spread it out a little bit? And now you're paying the players so we can stop this lie of, well, they're students. Please.
Give a shit about class.
Yeah. Look, they can still get a degree and play a sport. All right. For come on.
They can buy their degree with their NIL money.
Stop. Yeah, the stadium's fire though. Storm often, folks. Jack Trice Stadium. Get yourself out there to it. Fire fucking stadium. Look at that. You got autumn going too. You go during autumn, man, that thing's beautiful. All right. That's the lead up to the stadium, by the way. Yeah, it's a great stadium. Get on out to it. How many photos of Jack Trice did I put on the stamp slideshow? I get tunnel vision, man. I start doing stuff, and then next thing I realize, 75 photos later.
You've been working on Iowa State since 9:00 this morning, just looking at Jack Trice.
Yeah, man. I'm like Chris Farley's character in that SNL bit. He's downstairs drinking coffee for the past 12 hours. State of the program, man. I'm giving it an 8 of 10. Sure, you last season, man, you almost got to the college football playoff, and that would have been fucking fantastic. I would love to see Iowa State in the playoffs. Hopefully it's this year, man. But I think Matt Campbell's brought a toughness. They're putting NFL players out. We mentioned the 2 receivers that went this year. Like I said, whether it's Breece Hall, Brock Purdy, that shit's going to pay off eventually, man. You're building that culture. And like I said, whether it was Cody Campbell and Mike Leach, or you could use a million examples with this. We were just at ACC Media Days, and Craig James was there, for representing with SMU, and he was tied with some high rollers. I know that, I'm sure that's probably the connection there. But there's plenty of examples of this. But man, what do you give the state of the program right now?
I think I'm going to give it a 9. I mean, they're coming off their first ever double-digit win season, and Matt Campbell to get it to where it is now, where you kind of expect him to be right there to get to Dallas year in and year out. I'll give it a 9, just from where Iowa State came from before he got there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the only thing, he's close, man. He came very, very close last year, and that would have been, imagine what that can do to the program. Arizona State, though, you're wondering if that's just a 1-year thing. Iowa State's kind of proven under Matt Campbell that they're going to, as long as he's there, he's been building this culture, man.
They're like K-State. They've turned into the K-State is who they've turned into.
Similar.
Wins every year, at least.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into the schedule because, like I said, in a couple 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, something. I'm just building slides, all right? Farmageddon in Ireland. You know my thoughts on this. I personally hate the game in Ireland, but it's nice for Iowa State because they would have had to go to the Little Apple.
Yeah.
So they got the better side of this deal. Another thing that Real Money Kramer from the Sports Gambling Podcast alerted me to is that I guess they have some type of program within their university that's in Dublin. So I think they're going to have a slight fan edge in this game. And I look, I had my mind made up. I was taking Iowa State, 2 months ago, but I feel even better knowing that their left tackle for K-State's out. I got Iowa State going 1-0, man. The dogs in Dublin are a real thing. Northwestern, Georgia Tech, double-digit dogs that hit. I know Iowa State's just a 3.5 point dog currently, but here's my logic. And this was even before the K-State offensive line injury news. My logic is this. Avery Johnson's got to prove it to me. Yes, he has potential. He can bust like a 60-yard touchdown run at any time. Same, and Dylan Edwards, same situation. But Avery Johnson also throws a lot of 50-50 balls and makes some questionable decisions. I trust that Rocco Becht will play a more turnover-free game. And yes, and how about this? Matt Campbell's 4-1 against Chris Kleiman, and the one game he lost was a 10-9 game.
Yeah.
So I like Iowa State in this spot, especially knowing that they might have allegedly a slight home edge, and then your starting left tackle, or I think it was left tackle, it might be right tackle, for K-State is out. What are you doing here in Dublin? Because I think you took K-State, right?
I did. I think K-State's due. I'm playing the revenge angle. I think K-State's got, in my opinion, more coming back, and they do have the more talented roster. But I kind of want to take the Cyclones in the points. I think that K-State's going to win like they did the game a couple years ago by 3 or less.
I think Iowa State's been getting disrespected all offseason, though. Like when I hear people talk about the Big 12, a lot of people are just thinking Iowa State's going to be like a 6-6 team.
Yeah,
and
no, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's also, I came into thinking, like if you had asked me back in May, I was saying Kansas. I was still going to take Iowa State, but I did see the revenge of K-State being super pissed off. I think you can make a case that Iowa State might be just as pissed off.
Yeah. Iowa State did bounce them out of the Big 12 title game. So, yeah, I'll stick with the revenge. But I don't think K-State's going to walk in there like some other people. I mean, this is going to be a game. This is Farmageddon for a reason.
Yeah. So I got them 1-0. You got them 0-1. Then they come back. Probably should have done a bye week here.
It's kind of a tricky game.
Well, dude, South Dakota is a preseason top 10 team in the FCS. Now, I will say that I was terrified of this game in March, but their whole 4 of their top 5 offensive linemen, I believe, transferred to FBS in that second portal. So even though they're still they have Aiden Bowman, I think it is the former Minnesota quarterback. I'll take Iowa State, but I'll definitely take the points with the Coyotes in this game. Coming back jet lag from fucking Ireland. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'll bounce back, but beware because Iowa's on deck too. The Cyhawks on deck.
Yeah, their schedule, they could have managed it a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's tricky, man.
So I got them 2-0. You got them 1-1, and then we have the Cyhawk battle going on at Ames. These games have been awesome. What was it, like a 50-some yard field goal last year? I have Iowa getting revenge here, man. Gronowski, the 2-time FCS national champion quarterback, is at Iowa. My thing is, if you're gonna beat K-State, I feel like one of these teams will get you. But Iowa, the way they lost the game last year. See, this is the one I think is the revenge. The way they lost the game.
Yeah.
I think this one, Iowa answers the call, and as someone in the chat was alluding to, the road team has won this. How many years in a row they said?
It's like at least 4 out of 5. Yeah. I mean, forever Ferentz had Campbell's number, but then Campbell's been able to get a couple recently. So, I had K-State winning. I'm with you. I think they're going to split K-State and Iowa. We flipped on the games. Give me Iowa State to finally beat them 2 years in a row here. 2.
Wait, didn't they get them 2 years in a row?
No, I don't think that they've gotten him 2 years in a row under Campbell. Ferentz had his number for a long time there.
Yeah, I'm just looking up the history of this. I thought the past 2 years he got him. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Iowa's
2 of 3. 2 of 3. These games are fucking hilarious too, man. Some of these games, I'm still pissed off at that 2019 18-17 game where Iowa State was gonna. I had like $400 on Iowa State, and there was like a 12-hour lightning delay. Iowa State was dominating the game, and then that 12-hour lightning delay, and then they come back, and Iowa ends up winning the game. I still want that investigated. All right.
Ferentz had won 6 in a row.
By
before.
one score, dude. Those were ridiculous, man.
Here it is. Iowa State has not beat them in Ames since 2011. Ferentz is own
that hurts my brain because I'm like, how's that? Well, wait, where was the hurricane or the tornado or whatever with the lightning?
2019. I remember that. Kid.
Which was that in Ames? That was in Ames. That was such a crock of shit. Yeah. Such a crock of shit. So yeah, I got him 2-1. You got him 2-1 as well. See, but I hate this next game too. Whoever did the schedules, you don't come off the Cyhawk and go to a Sunbelt team's house.
I know. What is the schedule?
Like Arkansas State won 8 games last year or something, man. Like I'm going to take Iowa State because I don't like Butch Jones, but if Iowa State wins against Iowa, that's another reason why I have to take Iowa. Is I feel like because I would be terrified if you win your the first time in 10 years in Ames, and then the next game you got to go to an 8-win Sunbelt team. Yeah, but give me Iowa State to be 3-1. I don't have a lot of confidence in this one. Like I said, if they lose to Iowa, I feel much better. But if they're coming in high, they're going to storm the field here then. Yeah. What are you doing here?
I'll go 3-1, but I mean, we saw them lose at Ohio a couple of years ago.
And Louisiana in the Sun Belt. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the play at Arkansas State. I mean, I respect it. I love it. I think it's good for the overall sport of college football. Personally, I think every Power 5 should be required to play at a group of 5 like once every 2 or 3 years. That'd be great if we could get that. But this is a dangerous ass game, dude. That's what I mean. It's like I would have given themselves either a bye week after Iowa or a bye week after Ireland, because you're taking on a top 10 FCS team, and then you're just asking to get burnt. You're asking to get burnt. But I got him 3-1. You got him 3-1 as well.
Yep.
We then have a bye week, and by the way, they need to go back to this. The logo is phenomenal, but also the Beat Iowa jersey. Can we please get that on the jersey this year? We got time. If anyone's listening to this, you know someone down there, let's get the Beat Iowa back on the jersey when they play the Cyhawk battle there. They come out of this and they take on the Arizona Wildcats. We took Iowa State on the Arizona preview, but we do, classic Matt Campbell. Every game's a 1-score game, so.
Yeah. I'm like, and they drop one home game randomly every year, like last year, Texas Tech. But yeah, I got 4-1 off the bye week.
Me too. And hang on, let me get us paid here, folks. I want to tell you the college football experience Cyclone edition is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. The world's greatest sportsbook, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true G then if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. And also, come hang out with SGPN at the Circa contest weekend, August 21st to August 23rd. Myself and Moneyline Mac will be doing college football experience shows. If you're not going to Dublin, go to Vegas, because we will be going in depth with week 0, all the games. We're out there to do live shows basically because of Farmageddon. So, and it's sign up weekend, live shows, open bars. Plus we get you 15% off the Circa with the promo code SGP15. You're welcome. The contests are open for everyone too. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com, use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm continues to crush it with the power trends. These are AI detected patterns where Rhythm's motto has consistently won and has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. And look, power trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data back bets, baby. And the MLB power trends are crushing it. They are a lot of unders on batter hit props that are collectively hitting at a 70% rate. Fading players is profitable, folks. WNBA power trends since All-Star break, 27-16 on the power trends with a 23.36% ROI. They are absolutely cooking. So what are you doing? Download the Rhythm app, check out power trends, and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. And we got the Clones 4-1, both of us. Let's go. Then, after Arizona comes to town, they go to Cincinnati, Ohio, to Nippert. Take on these Bearcats. Yeah. I got Iowa State winning this. This is a home game. I mean, he's from Ohio, Campbell.
Yeah, he's beat him the last 2 years. Yeah, I think he beats Satterfield again. 5-1.
5-1. Let's go. Shout out to Tackman Clan Killer 187. The running game going to be legit. Yes, it will be. Then after that, they head to Boulder, Colorado. I think I gave this to Iowa State on the Colorado preview, but in hindsight, I think I might Benedict. I just feel like they're due, whether it's Cincinnati or whether it's second end of a back-to-back away. You're at altitude here.
Yeah.
I thought I gave this to Iowa State on the Colorado preview, though.
I did too. I mean, it's 7 games in 7 weeks for Colorado. I'm going to stick with Matt Campbell. I'm going to go 6 straight wins here after losing the opener. I trust their culture to find a way at Colorado. I just don't know what I'm getting with Colorado.
That's a horrible back-to-back away, though, because you go to your home state. So you want to show out for your home state. He's 2-0 against Cincinnati. Give me the Buffs. I'm going to Benedict. Give me the Buffs to get a dub here.
There you go.
So I got 2 losses there for Iowa State. They'll lose to either Cincinnati or Colorado. How about that? It's a back-to-back away. I mean, the numbers back it up. Then they come out of that and they host BYU and Kalani Sitake. I got Iowa State winning this game. If you listen to our BYU preview, so that's another reason why. I mean, shit. What do you got to run on the table? We both took Iowa State here.
I know
they play too many 1-score games, dude. So they're going to lose one of those.
I got them losing a couple at the end. You know what? I'm going to Benedict to take BYU. Sitake plays a bunch of 1-score games too, so I'll have him drop the BYU random home game like Texas Tech last year. So 6-2. Yeah,
I got him 6-2 here too. There's got to be another loss somewhere there, but I have it as Colorado. You have it as BYU. 6-2. Then Arizona State comes to town. Revenge game. I got the Clones getting this one because revenge is on the mind, man, and they got embarrassed by them. So this is one where they might Stormwatch going on. Give me 7-2.
Yep. Yeah. This is another reason I jumped on BYU. Look ahead. They're going to have these dudes ready to go in prime time for the revenge angle. 7-2.
7-2. And then they head to G. Carter Stadium and take on TCU. This will be a loss.
Yeah.
7-3.
They got drilled there one year. I think it was the national championship TCU team. They got killed there. 7-3.
You know why they're going to lose this? You're coming off of the revenge of Arizona State. Everyone remembers getting embarrassed. They bring back enough starters. What do they bring back? Like 14 starters.
Yep.
So you telling me that they're not going to know that, so this is just a bad spot.
Yeah.
So give me that third loss here. Then they get a bye week. So we both have them at the same record.
7-3.
7-3. And then they host the Kansas Jayhawks. This game's awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do here.
Kansas has actually drilled them back-to-back years.
All right, give me State. I don't know what the situation like. I kind of think Kansas is flying under the radar in the Big 12 this year. They weren't at a home stadium last year. Jalen Daniels, is he healthy by now?
Yeah.
I'll take Iowa State, but I don't have a strong conviction on this. How about you?
I'm going to take Iowa State. Like I said, they remember they got embarrassed at Arrowhead last year. Kind of got ran off the field a little bit there. They dressed it up, I felt like, a little bit, but they lost in Ames 2 years ago. I think they get some revenge here. 8-2.
No, 9 No. You have 3 losses.
Sorry, 8-3. 8-3.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm at 8-3 as well. Look, the college experience math always a little questionable.
Oh no.
Is this the final game of Mike Gundy's career? Because
Dundee's senior day, he's going to ruin Iowa State's Big 12 championship run.
I could totally see it, dude.
Yep. Give the
I went to this exact game a few years back that came down to the final drive in Stillwater. Yeah, I'll say between this and Kansas, they get caught one more time. I got them 8-4.
I got them 8-4 too, and I'm trying to see the last time they won in Stillwater. I mean, it's been a minute. Yeah, I think Gundy, this is the send off. 8-4. Another solid year for Iowa State. They just missed the Big 12 title.
Well, I don't know about that, buddy, because I have my loss as Iowa.
True.
So yeah. I think they could be in on these crazy tiebreakers. I fully expect there to be like a 9-way tiebreaker again. So they're still alive to me to get there. Like you feel pretty confident saying a 3-loss team will be in the Big 12 championship? Because I feel pretty confident saying that.
I don't know. There's so many teams. It feels like it's going to be a 4 or 5-way tie at 2 again. I don't know.
Wasn't last year 3 or was that 2?
No, it was 2.
It was a 4-way tie at 2, right? Okay.
Yeah. Colorado, Iowa BYU, and Arizona State. Ironically, Kansas knocked them all out in the last 4 weeks.
The win total is at 7.5, and I'm on the over. You shop around. I think you might be able to find a lower number on that, by the way. They're plus 1,200 to win the Big 12. This is all DK's numbers. Plus 980 to make the college football playoffs. Plus 29,000 to win it all. What's the best play? Taking the over or taking them to win the Big 12? Because in my version of this, they're 8-4, but they're potentially playing for the Big 12 championship. But like the tiebreaker situation, I guess the best thing is probably to just take the over. But the plus 980 to make the CFP it's tempting.
Yeah.
I guess the 1,200 is better than I don't know though. Because you could do an SMU potentially. I don't know. I just think the win total.
The tiebreakers is just such a pain in the ass in this league. I'm just going to take the over 7.5.
Yeah. And if you want to look at the schedule from a bird's eye point of view, so what's the ceiling, Mac, for this Iowa State team here? What is the ceiling on their season? Could they go 10-2? Is there a world where they go 10-2 here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the identical year to last year where they're really consistent. They win some 1-score games, and I mean, I think 10-2 is possible with half of the Big 12 teams, just because you're going to be in so many 1-score games.
Well, and I would say their best opponent, if I had to guess, to me, there's 3 teams that I think are above the other level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know, but I feel like Kansas State and Iowa and Arizona State. I don't even know if I feel comfortable saying Arizona State, but Kansas State and Iowa. You get Iowa at home and you're playing Kansas State, which is supposed to be a road game. You're getting them in Dublin. I think that does break nice for you, even though it is the first game of the season, and even though you don't have a bye week in week 2. So 10-2 is the ceiling. Now, what's the floor? What if they do lose in Dublin? And then, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This team's 1-3 to start the season.
Yeah, I would still say the floor. I guess maybe 5-7. If they lose a bunch of 1-score games, kind of like they did the one year where they were 1-8 in 1-score games. But hey, I mean, in odds wise, to your point, they miss Utah. They miss Texas Tech, and they miss Baylor. That's 3 out of the top 5 teams.
Allegedly, though.
Yeah, true. And they miss West Virginia, who's going to win it. So, yeah.
I should have added this on the card, by the way. Iowa State to make the Big 12 championship game, plus 450.
Yeah.
Is that appealing to you?
I just hate playing the tiebreakers. You know what I like to do is if they lose the K-State game, then take them to win the Big 12.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's their hardest game. That's their hardest game in league play.
Yeah, maybe Arizona State, but I mean, who knows?
They get them in Ames.
Maybe Kansas is the best team in the Big 12 this year. You have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Like
it could be Dundee.
Yeah. On paper, I agree with you, but we also thought last year that Utah and Oklahoma State were the best teams in the conference, and then
combined like 2-16.
Well, I actually took the under on Oklahoma State, but I was on the over with Utah. All right, folks, we will be back in 15 minutes talking Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Pops.
All right. They play a week 0 game too, ironically. It's a triple header. You're catching a college football experience triple header tonight. Western Kentucky next, and then we close off the night with America's favorite team, the Akron Zips, not eligible to make a bowl because of grade point average. Unbelievable.
That means they're going 6-6.
Hammer that over. I've learned about this planet a little bit. All right, when you got a bunch of dumbasses, they can play ball. All right. Yeah, we'll be back though. I'm on the over with Iowa State. You're on the over with Iowa State. Can't wait to see Farmageddon. We'll be live from Vegas. Come on out. Let us know if you're in the area. Come by. Till next time, like I said, 15 minutes. Enjoy. I put together an Iowa State slideshow honoring the history of Cyclone football, which I love. So enjoy it on the way out here. This is the college football experience, Iowa State Cyclone edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7. Missing 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Largely cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
Yes, Jimmy Johnson.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles taped. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pair of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the head. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it's easy goal and moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Conspiracy theories, gotta love them clearly. Nothing's more entertaining than entertaining a query. Just a word to the wise and the weary. Recognize the authors of reality and theory. Theoretically, I could have won Scribble Jam. In reality, I lost to a legend. Theoretically, I'm best friends with Uncle Sam. In reality, I've never even met him. Now one day my potential may become reputation. Until then, I'm still a work in progress. I suggest you question what I'm saying. If anything, to become familiar with the process. My agenda may suit your needs. When I say your bill of rights has been ripped to shreds. But if it defends what you believe, hold dear to your truths and scream fuck seeds. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself.